Hey guys, so I'm here today to do the book clock tag, which I was tagged to do at first by Stephanie Spines and Tim, and I actually recorded it after they tagged me to do it, but it got screwed up somehow, and I just kind of was like, whatever. And then I got tagged again to do it by Gary, so I was like, okay, I guess I have to do this tag. How fast do you read? I actually did a video about reading speeds and stuff towards the beginning of my channel, and I was people seem to think that I read kind of fast, but I just don't have a lot of anything else going on to the point where I can read a lot. I have a lot of time to read generally, so I mean I can get through books pretty fast, but I'm a pretty medium speed reader in general. I definitely don't consider myself pretty fast. It takes me forever sometimes to get through certain pages because my mind wanders so much sometimes when I'm reading. How many books do you read in a year? This is really difficult to say because I've never really kept track before ever in my entire life. I've never kept track of this, and the last several years have been really busy from school and stuff, and I mean this year I'm going to try to read a lot more, and I think I'll be able to read at least 60 books a year from now until the end of my life, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to try to read as many books as I can every single year from now on. How many books are on your TBR list? I don't really have a set number that's on my TBR list. I think I have maybe 11 books on my shelf right now that I have not read, and I just ordered a bunch more, so there's gonna be a book haul sometime within the next couple weeks. But yeah, I actually don't know how many books, a number that's on my list. I have a lot of books though. I have a whole Word document filled with books that's just a list of books that I want to get at some point and read. It's tons of books, really. Based on how fast you read and how many books you read in a year, how long do you think it'll take you to reach the end of your to-be-read list? I don't think this question has a very easy answer. I'm always going to have a to-be-read list. I'm always going to be finding more and more books that I want to read, and so I imagine that my TBR list will never be finished, and at least I hope it isn't ever finished. I hope I don't suddenly run out of books in the entirety of the world to read. I seriously doubt I'll be able to read every single book that I want to read to the point where I'll no longer have a to-be-read list. How many years have you been reading? I've been reading pretty much my entire life. My mom used to read to me when I was really young, and ever since I was able to read myself, I've been reading to myself. I read a ton of books when I was younger, a ton of kids books and middle grade books, and I just spent a lot of my time reading when I was younger, and that's just been something that I've been really into ever since I was young. Based on how many books you read in a year and how many years you've been reading, how many books do you think you've read in your entire life? This is a ridiculously hard question because, like I said, I have no definite answer for the amount of books that I read a year. It really depends, especially the last few years. It's really depended on how busy I was. I probably read a lot of books, more books when I was younger because they're shorter and they're much faster to get through than the books I read now. And it's definitely, I don't have an answer to the question. It's probably in the hundreds, although I probably couldn't name a lot of the books that I read when I was younger. A lot. I read a lot, but not nearly enough. Not nearly enough, I think, is my definite answer for this question. Not nearly enough, and I hope to change that. How many hours do you spend reading in a week? Right now I'm working full-time from 10 to 6 every single day, Monday through Friday, and then I also do other things when I get home, and then I also do booktube stuff, and then I read, and yeah, I probably try to read at least 3 or 4 hours a day. So a week, I guess that would be 22 to 28 hours a week. How many hours do you spend doing book-related activities like booktubing and book shopping and stuff like that? I spend a lot of time watching booktube videos. I'm at work all day, and then when I come back from a long day at work, there's always 20 videos to watch at least, and I always watch as many as I can. I may not have time to comment on all of them. Sometimes I don't comment on all of them just because I don't feel like I have anything necessarily to add. But I always try to watch as many videos as I can, and comment on as many videos as I can, and participate as much as I can, and comment back to people who comment on my videos as much as I can. So I spend quite a bit of time on BookTube, and so I don't have any idea how many hours it would be. Maybe 2 hours a day, ish. So 14 hours a week, except on weekends when I'm filming a lot of videos and editing videos. So that might be, it might be like 4 hours on a each weekend day, like Saturday and Sunday. Would you like to change that ratio of book related things and book reading? Would you rather spend more time reading and less time doing book related things? Yeah, sort of. Not really. I mean, I like the ratio. The ratio is fine. I just wish I had more time to do both. It would be nice to live in a world where you didn't have to work a full-time job to make money and stuff, but I have to. But if I didn't have to, that'd be pretty cool. I could read all day and write all day and do booktube stuff all day, and I would make tons of videos, read tons of books all the time. But I'm kind of limited by how much time I have, and I think the time that I give to each thing is pretty good. I think it's a pretty good ratio. Anything else you'd like to add? I started booktube. I have devoted a lot more time to reading than I have in the past, and which is really nice because I mean now I'm just working full time. I don't do school or anything anymore. I'm done with school, which is a really weird thing, and I think reading really helps to fill up extra time that I would just be doing stuff that is just pointless to do, and just filling time before I have to sleep or whatever. But now I'm actually doing something that I feel like really makes me feel good. Reading makes me feel good, and doing booktube related stuff makes me feel good. Interacting with this community makes me feel good. Talking about the books I've read makes me feel good. I think that's all I have to say. I'm not sure if I'm going to tag anybody. If I do, I'll put it in the description or something. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was a nice, simple tag to do, and I'll be doing lots more tags. All of the tags that I've been tagged to do very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you.